Okay, Leo, I'm going to say three sentences. I want you to tell me which one sounds wrong. Ready?
Hit me.
Sentence one, I saw a dog in the park. Sentence two, the dog was chasing a ball. Sentence three, I love the music.
They all sound fine to me. But if I had to pick one, maybe I love the music, that feels a little off.
Bingo. And that right there, that feeling that something is off, is exactly why today's episode exists. Because 9 out of 10 English learners, no matter where they're from, struggle with articles a, an, the, and the one nobody talks about. Nothing at all.
Wait, so I love the music is wrong?
Not always wrong, but in most everyday situations, if you say, I love the music, without context, a native speaker will think, what music? Which music? Are you pointing at a specific song playing right now? Because that's what the does. It points to something specific.
Oh, so if I'm just talking about music in general, I say I love music, know the...
Exactly. And that is the single most powerful rule for articles, general versus specific. General, no article, or AACS. Specific, the. We're going to make this so simple today that you'll never overthink it again.
I need this. I swear every time I speak English, I pause before every noun, a, the, nothing, my brain freezes.
And after today, that freeze is gone. Because here's the truth. Articles are not random. They follow one logical pattern. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Okay, lay it on me.
Let's start with the easiest one, a and an. These are for introducing something for the first time. Imagine you're telling me a story. You say, I saw a cat. I don't know which cat. I've never heard about this cat before. It's new information. That's a...
Got it. First time A or N.
Now, the second time you mention that same cat, you say, the cat was sitting on my car. Because now I know which cat we're talking about, the one you just told me about. First mention A. Second mention the.
That's so clear. First time introduce with a. Second time point with the.
You've basically mastered half of English articles right there. Now let me show you why this rule is so important and what happens when you break it.
I'm ready. Use me as the example.
Okay, you're at a coffee shop. You walk in, the barista says, what can I get for you? And you say, I want a latte.
Perfect. I want a latte.
Now let's say you go back to the same coffee shop the next day. The same barista remembers you. She says, the usual, and you say, yes, I want the latte.
That still sounds natural to me.
It does. But here's the mistake I hear from learners all the time. They walk into the coffee shop for the first time and say, I want the latte. The barista thinks, which latte? We have 10 kinds. See the problem?
Oh, wow. Yeah. When you say the latte, it sounds like there's only one latte in the universe, and the barista should know which one.
Exactly. By using the on the first mention, you're telling the listener, you should already know what I'm talking about. But they don't. It's confusing. And it sounds unnatural.
So A is for introducing. D is for referring back. That's the rule.
That's the rule. Now let's add the third piece, zero article.
Zero article. That's the one where you use nothing, right?
Right. And this is where most learners struggle, because in many languages, Spanish, Arabic, Chinese, Japanese, you use articles differently, or you don't use them at all. So the idea of choosing to use nothing feels strange.
It does feel strange. Like, shouldn't every noun have a an or the?
Nope. And here's a simple example. If I ask you, what do you do on weekends? You might say, I read books.
I read books. That sounds right.
Now, what if I said, I read the books?
That sounds like I'm reading specific books, like the ones on my desk.
Perfect. So I read books means books in general, any books, all books. But I read the books means specific books we both know about. Now, here's the mistake I hear from Chinese learners a lot. They might say, I like the reading books. Or from Spanish speakers, I like the music. Because in Spanish, you often use the definite article with general concepts.
I do that. I'm guilty of saying I love the music.
You're not alone. It's one of the most common mistakes across all language backgrounds. So let's practice. I'll say a sentence. You tell me a, an, the, or nothing.
Let's go.
Sentence 1. I need new phone.
A. Because it's first mention, not specific.
Perfect. I need a new phone. Sentence 2. Phone I bought last week is already broken.
The. Because it's specific, the phone I bought last week.
You're on fire. Sentence 3. I love pizza.
Nothing. Zero article. Because I'm talking about pizza in general.
What about I love the pizza?
That would mean a specific pizza, like the pizza from that one restaurant.
Exactly. And here's a tip that will save you in real conversations. If you can replace the noun with this thing in general, like pizza in general, don't use the but. If you can replace it with that specific one, like that specific pizza, use the.
That's actually really easy to remember.
Now let's make it harder. I'm going to give you sentences that native speakers mess up sometimes. Well, not native speakers, but intermediate learners. Ready?
Hit me.
I went to hospital to visit my friend.
Because it's a specific hospital.
Correct. Now, she went to hospital because she broke her arm.
That's tricky. In British English, they say went to hospital without the. But in American English, we say went to the hospital.
Great catch. You're right. And that's a cultural difference. In American English, we almost always use the with places like hospital, school, bank. I went to the bank. She's at the school. But in British English, you can say went to hospital when you're talking about the experience of being a patient.
So if you're learning American English, always use the with those places.
Unless you're talking about the general concept. For example, school starts at 8 a.m.
No, the there.
Right. Because you're talking about school as a general concept, the institution, not a specific building. Similarly, I go to bed at 10 p.m. No the, but I left my phone on the bed.
Bed as a concept versus bed as a specific object. That's so helpful.
Let's practice one more set. These are sentences where I hear mistakes from learners all over the world.
Bring it on.
I need advice.
Advice is uncountable. So, nothing? I need advice.
Perfect. No article with uncountable nouns when they're general. I need advice. Now, advice you gave me was really helpful.
Because it's specific advice.
Exactly. Now, here's a tricky one. I have experience with this software.
And because experience is countable.
It depends on meaning. If you mean one specific experience, like one project you worked on, then an experience. But if you mean knowledge or skill in general, like I have experience, then no article.
So I have experience means I'm skilled in general. I have an experience means one specific event.
You've got it. And this is the beauty of articles in English. They carry meaning. Choosing a verse the verse nothing isn't just grammar, it's communication. It tells the listener this is new information, or this is old information, or this is a general idea.
It's like a secret code. And once you know the code, you sound so much more natural.
Let me give you one more real-life scenario. Imagine you're at a dinner party. Someone asks, "Do you like coffee?"
I say, yes, I love coffee. Zero article, general.
Perfect. Now imagine you take a sip of the coffee at that party, and it's amazing. You say, "Wow, this coffee is incredible." You use this instead because you're pointing at it.
Right. So this coffee replaces the coffee.
Exactly. But what if your friend made the coffee and you want to compliment them? You might say, "The coffee you made is incredible."
Because now it's specific, the coffee that you made.
You're a natural. Okay, let's do a fast round. I'll say 5 sentences. You tell me the correct article.
I'm nervous.
Don't be. Number 1. I saw a movie last night.
A.
Movie was really boring.
The.
I like animals.
Nothing. Zero article.
I need to buy milk.
Nothing. Milk is uncountable. General.
Can you pass me milk? Pointing at the carton on the table.
The. Because it's specific.
4 out of 4. You missed number. Actually, you got all 4 right.
You tricked me. I thought I missed one.
I wanted to see if you'd catch it. You did. Now here's the truth. Most learners know these rules in theory, But in real conversation, when you're thinking about what to say next, articles fly out the window.
That's exactly what happens to me. I know the rule, but when I'm speaking fast, I just guess.
So here's my advice. Don't try to master all 4 categories at once. Start with one rule. First mention a, second mention the. Practice that for 1 week. Every time you tell a story, consciously use it the first time and the second time.
That's manageable, just one rule for a week.
After that, add the 0 article rule. When you're talking about general concepts, food, music, sports, ideas, leave out the article. I love music. She plays soccer. He studies history.
No, the with general concepts.
And finally, pay attention to uncountable nouns. Water, advice, information, furniture. When they're general, no article. When specific, the.
This is like building blocks. Start with one, then add the next.
Exactly. And you will make mistakes. Every learner does. Even advanced speakers sometimes use the when they shouldn't. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Each time you correct yourself, you're rewiring your brain to think in English.
That's really encouraging. So for all our listeners out there, if you've been struggling with articles, you're not alone. And it's not because you're bad at English. It's because nobody explained the logic clearly.
And now you have the logic. First mention, a or an. Second mention, the. General concepts, no article. Specific, the. Uncountable general, no article. Uncountable specific, the.
I'm going to write that on a sticky note and put it on my mirror.
That's actually a great idea. And here's a challenge for you and everyone listening. For the next 24 hours, every time you speak English, pause for 1 second before every noun. Ask yourself, is this first mention, second mention, general, specific? It will feel slow at first, but after a few days, it becomes automatic.
I'm going to try that, and I'll report back in the comments.
Please do. We love hearing from our listeners. And if you found this episode helpful, there's so much more where this came from. We release a new episode every single day. Grammar, vocabulary, culture, real-life conversations. Subscribe to Speak Like a Native and hit that bell so you never miss a lesson.
And leave us a comment telling us which article rule do you struggle with the most. Is it a verse the or 0 article? Let us know, and Maya might answer your question in a future episode.
Until next time, remember, English isn't about perfection, it's about connection, and every time you choose the right article, you connect a little more clearly.
See you in the next episode.